Welcome to Sri Digambar Institute of Technology, Dosa. I am Sadanand Parashar from Civil Engineering Department. Subject Design of Concrete Structure, Lecture number 26, and topic name Numerical of Column Footing Design. In previous video, we discussed about the analysis and design of column footing according to the limit state method. So, in this lecture, we solve the numerical problem. Numerical problem is design a plain concrete footing for a column of 400 mm into 400 mm carrying an axial load of 400 kilonewton under service loads. Assume safe bearing capacity of soil as 300 kilonewton per meter square at a depth of 1 meter below the ground level. Use M20 and FE415 for the design. So, in this question, given values is first size of the column, which is size of column, which is 400 into 400 mm. This is the square column. Next is the axial load. So, in this question given P value which is 400 kilonewton. This is the axial load of under service loads. Next value is given is safe bearing capacity of soil which is 300 kilonewton per meter square. And this footing is below from ground 1 meter. And in this question we use M20 and FE415. 415. So, this is the grade of concrete. In this here M is the mix and 20 is the in this question M20 grade and FE415. So, here M means mix and 20 is the characteristic strength of concrete which is in Newton per mm square. And this is the grade of steel which is means yield strength of steel which is 415 in Newton per mm square. So, now we solve the question. First step is transfer of axial force at the base of column. It is essential that the total factored load must be transferred at the base of column without any reinforcement. For that, the bearing resistance should be greater than the total factored load Pu. So, here Pu, first we find the factored load Pu. Pu is the factor of safety multiply with load which is P. So, here according to the Indian Standard Code 456 limit state method, factor of safety for the loads is 1.5 and in this question load is given which is 400. So, for Pu is 1.5 into 400 and we find the 600 kilonewton. Pu equal to 600 kilonewton. the bearing stress according to the Indian Standard Code 456/2000 clause 34.4 and according to the equations sigma Br bearing stress, which is sigma Br equal to 0.45 FCK square root A1 upon A2, and with condition that in this formula condition that square root of A1 upon A2 is less than or equal to 2. Since the bearing stress, which is denoted by sigma Br, at the column footing interface will be governed by the column face. So we have, this is the column, this is the part A1, A2. So all the column is same and square column. So this area, this face area A1 and this face area A2, these are the equal. So A1 equal to A2, and A1 is size of column, which is 400 into 400. So area is 1,60,000 mm square. This is the for A1 or A2. So we have PBR, which is bearing force equal to 0.4 FCK A1. This is the bearing force, which is denoted by PBR. So here 0.45 FCK. FCK is the grade of concrete characteristic strength. So 20, and A1 is the 400 into 400, which is 1,60,000, and we also convert in meter. So 1,60,000 multiplied with 10 की power minus 3. So we get the value of PBR. PBR equal to now finally we find the value of PBR, which is 1,440 kilo Newton. So in the first equation, in the first step, we find that bearing resistance should be greater than the total factored load. So this is the bearing force, which is 1044. This value is greater than from PU. PU is the, we find that 600 kilonewton. So PBR, which is bearing force, is greater than the PU. Thus the full transfer load PU is possible without any reinforcement. Next, second step, size of footing. For the size of footing, let us assume the weight of footing and backfill soil as the 50% of PU. Then the base required is, so for the base of the footing, this type of footing, this is the square column and this is the base of footing. For the base area of the footing. So we find the area. So we can use calculation 400 into 1.15 divided by 300. So we get the base area required 1.533 meter square. So we provide base area 1250 into 1250 mm. This area is 1.56. So this is the about equal of the 1.533. So understand in this, in the diagram, this is the this is find that the base of base area is 1250 1250, and this is the square column which given the question, and this value we find according to the area required for the base. And this is the 1 meter below from the ground level. This is the ground level and footing is the 1 meter below. So for the column, this is the 330 mm and this is the 670 mm. This is the ground level. The bearing pressure, which is Q. So we find 400 into 1.15 divided by area. So area size of the base, which is the 1250 into 1250. So we convert in meter. So 1.25 into 1.25. So we get the value of Q, which is 294.4 kilonewton per meter square. Step third is thickness of footing. The thickness of the footing, which is denoted by H. This is the footing. This the width. This is depth or length, and this is the height, which is the thickness of the footing. So we have tan alpha equal to or less than 0.9 square root 100 Q upon FCK plus 1. So we put the value of Q, which is 294.4 and FCK is 20. Finally we find that tan alpha equal to or less than 1.415. So from the equations we have H equal to 1250 minus 400 divided by 2 into tan alpha. So we find H value, which is 601.375 mm. Now we find that the base footing area or volume, which is 1250 into 1250, and this height is 601.375 mm. These are the value in mm. So we provide 1250 mm into 1250 mm 6 into 670 mm block of plain concrete. Fourth step is minimum reinforcement. The plain concrete block 1250 into 1250 into 670 shall be provided with the minimum reinforcement 0.1512% for temperature shrinkage and tie action. We provide minimum reinforcement which is 0.12% of area. So area is the B into D. So 1250 into 670. This is the, so we provide 0.12% reinforcement. This is the minimum reinforcement. So for the minimum AST which is the 0.12%, so 0.12 divided by 100 into 1250 up into 670. So we get the value of minimum AST. This is the AST minimum. So minimum AST we get 1005 mm square. So we provide the 9 bars of 12 mm. So 9 bars of 12 mm pi by 4 into 12 ka whole square. So we get the value of 1018 mm square. Both ways, the spacing for spacing the bars 1250 minus 50. This is the nominal cover, or minus 12. This is the die of bar divided by 8. So we get the spacing 148.5 mm center to center spacing. So we provide here 140 mm spacing. Next, fifth step, check for the gross base pressure. Assuming unit weights of concrete and soil. For the soil unit weight we take about 20 kilonewton per meter cube, and for the concrete we take unit weight of concrete 24 kilonewton per meter cube. In many books we take also 25 kilonewton per meter cube, and service load is 400 kilonewton. So weight of the footing which is the B into D into H means that volume into unit weight. So weight of footing, so we find the weight which is volume into unit weight. So footing volume we discuss that 1250 into 1250 into 670, and unit weight is concrete is 24. We also convert in meter. These values are in mm, so we convert in meter. So 1.25, 1.25 and 0.67. So we get the weight of footing, which is 25.125 kilonewton. We also calculate weight of footing. So for the weight of footing, volume of soil into unit weight. So volume, soil height is 330 mm. So convert in meter, 0.33, and area is B into D is 1.25, 1.25, and unit weight is 20. So we get the final value is 10.3125 kilonewton. This is the weight of soil. So we get the two weight of concrete and weight of soil. So total weight is weight of concrete plus weight of soil. So total weight is 2.125 plus 10.3125. So total weight is 435.4375. So we find the value of Q, which is bearing pressure. So Q equal to total weight upon area. So total weight is 435.4375 and area is 1.25 into 1.25. So we get the value of QA equal to 278.68 kilonewton per meter square, which is the less than from 300 kilonewton per meter square. Hence, okay. Thank you.